Hmm. Hello everyone. So welcome to new session of Node.js. In the previous lecture, we learned what is Express and how to build our simple Get API with the help of Express. Okay. I hope you understand this lecture because I did not get any comment from your side. Okay. So I assume that you understand well. Okay. So now we are going to move our lecture in further. Okay. So today we are going to just send some data to the user. Like uh, I need some data. Okay, I need some user information. So if user hit this URL, user get API. Okay, if someone hit this API, we have to send some user information. Okay, so how we do it? Okay, so actually, this time we don't have any database and we don't have anything related to our user information. So what we do now? So actually, just we are creating a simple array of object inside. We are just keep the some information related to user and send this information with our API. Okay, so I hope it's very interesting for you because in this lecture finally you are going to send your user information to the client. Okay, so just keep patience and just start the learning. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to create one file in which I'm storing my user information. Okay, so simply I keep it name as a user.js. You can take any name. Okay, it's not restricted that you have to only use user.js. Okay, no, it's totally depend upon you which name you wanna use. Okay, now but I'm creating user.js. Okay, so now I'm going to create one user. uh, I'm going to create one object. Okay, user. Okay, but I'm actually we have multiple user informations, right? So we have to create what array of object, right? Okay. Now this is our first object. Okay, so in object we have name of user like Tom. Tom is our first user. Okay, and this Tom have its age. Okay, like 22, right? Actually, I'm just keeping it dummy data. You can add more field if you want. Okay, now I'm just gonna copy this and paste it again and again. It's too much. Okay, let's see. This is Tom and this is Barry. Okay, and this is something ABC because I did not remember more name. Okay, so I'm just keeping something dummy name. Okay, I'm just keeping Ram, Akash, Abhijit. Okay, right. Now I'm just gonna change the age like 23, 20, 24, and 80, 19, and like 22. Okay, so finally we are created our user object. Okay, now we have to send this information with our API. That means if someone hit the get API, they got this information with this API. Okay, so but actually one problem is there. How we use this file inside index.js. Okay, so if you remember in the beginning of session, we learned what is modules. Okay, and in that lecture we learned modules like core module, inbuilt module, as well third party modules. Okay, and also in this lecture we learned export. Okay, and module dot export, right? Now, so actually we are using what type module. Okay, like you can see in a packet.json, we are using type module. By default, Node.js is used common JS. That means we can't use import statement ES6 syntax much. Okay, but if we are change the package.json and write type module, that means we can happily import and export and use this type of syntax. Okay, so that just we are going to do like this: export default what user, that's it. I'm just exporting that user from the user.js file. Okay, now where we have to use it, in this index.js, we have to send the user information with our API. Okay, so that we have to import what user, we have to import user, but we have to give the extension. Okay, if you did not give the extension, we are getting error. Okay, we are getting error. So we are creating one file with the name of user.js. Inside this file, we are creating our dummy data in which we show the user information. Okay, and actually we have multiple user, so that we are creating array of object. I hope it's clear. Okay, now instead of this message, we can use like user. Okay, and send the user data. Okay, so actually you can send like this, like this. Okay, so this is your key. Actually, we are doing here, we are sending one object. Okay, we are sending one object because you remember that we are creating object like this. Okay, so we are sending one object with the key user, and what its value? Its value is what? User. That means this user, not okay. I'm just change the this key name. Okay, user data. Okay, we are just keep like that, user data. This is our key, and what our value? User. What is this user? This user having array of what? Array of user. Okay, in which our record is there, right? Just go and execute our file. What's happened? Let's see. Node index. Let's click enter. Okay, you can see server is running over port 3000. That means our application runs successfully. Okay, there is no any error. So just open browser and go and hit localhost and user get. Okay, just press the enter. Now you can see we are getting key. This is our key, and inside this is the key value. Okay, this is the key value. Like our first user is there, then second user, then third user, then fourth user, like this. Okay, that means this is a API by which you can get the user information. Okay, so this is our first API. This which API sends the user information. Yeah, this is dummy, but actually the process is same while we are handling databases. Okay, like we are creating the actual API, the process is same, just syntax is different, because in this time we are just creating user.js for storing our user information. But when we are handling APIs, that time we are just storing our user information entire inside database, and while someone hit this API, so that time we have to fetch our all data from the database and keep this data inside one object and send this object like this. Okay, the process is same, something different while we are handling databases. Okay, so I hope it's very simple for you, and it's easy to understand how to send the value from your get API. Okay, can you send this value from the post API? Like as I told you, for the handling the request, we have some methods like get methods, post method, delete method, put method, patch methods. There are lots of methods is there. Okay, but all methods having their own functionalities. Like if you want to send some data and reading some data, you should use get API, get method. But if you instead of get, if you use the post, what happened? Just close the server and run it again. Index, right? Now just visit website and refresh the page. We are getting error. Why? Because with the help of browser, only we can send the GET request. Okay, we can't send any other request because browser is a type of what? Client. Okay, client can't send direct post request. Okay, always browser send GET request to our server. If you wanna send all required requests, you have to handle these things with client side architecture. Okay, and you have to write some logic and business logic to handle these things. Okay, directly browser can't send the post request. I hope you remember. So instead of post, we have to use what? Get. Okay, because at that time we on get some data while we are hitting this API, right? Okay, so I hope you remember everything whatever we learn in this lecture. Okay, so next lecture we are also exploring the our API's basics. Then we are going to build our API, our actual API with database and lot of complex API. We are just learning step by step. Okay, just keep patience and watching the videos from beginning to end. I promise you will be a good backend developer. It's my promise. Okay, because I have to give everything whatever I have. Okay, so just keep patience and support the channel. And if you new in this channel, go and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get all latest notifications. Okay, and if you already subscribe my channel, just like the video and give the your comment, because your comment is very important for me, because your from your comment I'm getting motivation, and this motivation helps to create a lot of video for you. Okay, so just support and try to learn uh, very depth and give your 100% effort to learn Node.js. And apart from the video, you should learn you with what? Documentation, as I told you in every video. Okay, so bye. We will soon in next video.